Quick sound check for all of you. Just making sure the voice is working. Hello, all. Welcome to the third Khelo Chess India team battle on LiChess. Today we have 10 teams participating, and we discovered today that LiChess is only allowing 10 teams and not more than that. So if you want
10,
to.
9, 8,
Okay, so it's starting in 10
7,
seconds.
6,
So,
5,
guys, if you are creating your
4,
team and you want to
3,
play,
2, 1, 0.
if you are creating your team and you want to play, you have to submit your team name as early as possible because after first 10 entries, we won't be able to take the next entries. So, okay, so the game has started. Let's see. Knight f3, knight f6. This is for 1 hour tournament. Till yesterday, we were having it for just 30 minutes. We were testing the team battles and it worked fine. So today we are going to try 1 hour battle, and I would have to take a pause in between for my uh, quick water drink because playing continuously for 1 hour and commentating at the same time takes a lot out of you. So probably I'll just take 5 minutes break at about 9:30. Sorry, at 10 o'clock. So this is a Grunfeld like structure which has come up now. Let me castle. This is Grunfeld, or also sometimes called as, in case the pawns are not exchanged, you can go into a neo Grunfeld like structure. So Bholanath Das is from uh, Black Knight, Black Knight team. So Black has to just keep attacking the center as much as possible. What to do now? I'm not sure about this variation. So this Rook B1 variation in Grunfeld is a very much trusted and most frequently played variation. Can I play bishop e6? No, bishop takes a2. Let me play b6 first. Bishop e6 is 10 allowed, right? I'm allowing bishop e6. That's not good. I should not have allowed bishop e6. Hmm. What do we have here? Rook c3, bishop d2. f3, gf3, bishop h3, bishop takes a5, queen takes a5. Rook f3, queen f3 will is possible. So not sure what to play now. Should I give away my exchange? Okay, let's take some risk and try playing rook c3. I'm not convinced because of bishop d2, rook a3. Probably queen c1 is there. Yeah. So after queen c1, rook takes a2. is possible. Bishop a4 is there, rook a4 is available. So seems survivable as of now. And if queen moves, then bishop takes h3 is also available. If g takes h3, then rook takes f3 is there. Right, right. Yeah, so that is one of the tactics that is available. Bishop takes h3. If queen is not supporting the knight, that tactic is available on the board. I have to take care of the time. Queen c2. Yeah, I think now bishop h3 can be played. Can I play bishop h3? Yes, I think so. Now if bishop b4, then I'll capture the knight on f3 with the rook. I'm okay with this kind of exchange sacrifice with the bishop on h3 and exposed king. Yep. And now e5 is also available. Yep, yep. Bishop c3, e5. Now there's a threat of queen g5 check and queen g2 mate. So white cannot capture the bishop on d5, d4. He has to play something else. What can he play? What can he play, guys? How to defend such a mate? Yes. f4. Let me just put my queen on h4. Again, keeping the threat of queen g4 or even queen g3 check. The f2 pawn is pinned. So this is going in my way. So rook f3 was so rook c3, rook a3, rook takes f3 worked out for me. It might not work out actually. I have to analyze the game later on. But it just created some play for me. So the rook which was on c8, I did not want to put it back on a8. I wanted to just put it somewhere in the c file so that this can become active. And after going to c3, suddenly it became very tactical with this bishop h3 threat. So h3, I don't remember much seeing in the current file variation at least. If it's there, I need to check that one. So in time pressure now, bishop e2, and let me just quickly deliver a beautiful checkmate with this f2 pawn pin now, and it's just mate in 2. So white has resigned. Let's go back to the tournament, and I will just pause for a moment and just to understand who is leading as of now. So first game, 7-star online players is leading now with 3 points. Khelo Chess India, that is my team, is on the second place. Kingslayer, Champions of Chess, Malegaon, Chess Black Knight, Chess Blasters, Indian Warrior, Chess Warriors, Go Corona, and Dr. Chess, Dr. Hulk Chess Club. Two more teams, ICW and Thane College, wanted to participate, but I'm really sorry, guys. Your entries came in late, and we were not aware that only 10 teams were allowed to be played. So let us check Chakradev's game. He is playing from Go Corona team. He is currently rated is 2015 versus 2126. So this is a queen versus rook ending. Interesting. White does have an extra pawn on the queen side, and b4 pawn is hanging. So if white manages to exchange of the queens, this would result in a win for white. So white should try to exchange of the queens as soon as possible. So probably mhm, queen takes b4, queen takes c2, and then rook e5. Rook takes e5 is possible now because if rook takes e5, then queen b8 check and queen can capture the rook back. But b3 pawn is then hanging. b3 is hanging. White should not give up b3. He should try to save the b3 pawn. If b3 is gone, then the chances to win are very slim. Yep. So now after capturing the b3, it is now depends on who makes the first mistake. This is a complete deadlock position. White is under time pressure. But this is a position, guys, wherein It depends upon who makes the first mistake. You have to create your chances, you have to create your mating threats, your double attacks, your skewers in king and queen endings. You have to keep a look on the skewers. There are many skewer combinations in which good players have lost their games in queen and king endings. So this ending is interesting. What if queens are exchanged? Black is better in that case. No, it's a completely same position. It's a mirror image right now. And very few times you get this mirror image position, a beautiful position on the board, guys. How will you continue in this position? Will you offer a draw when you are in the tournament looking at the time pressure, or would you like to continue and wait for your opponent's mistake? How would you like to play? What is your strategy when you are playing against an higher rated opponent and it's a dead draw, or it's a completely locked position but both the players are in time pressure? What do you do? Do mention in the comment section. I am going to pin your comment at the top of the comments. If you mention in the comment section, what is your strategy when you are under time pressure against higher rated opponents? So right now, players are just repeating the moves, not taking any risks. Queen b7 check. What will happen after queen b7 check? Okay, so the draw was, it was a threefold repetition. Let's go back to the tournament and check another game. Okay, this should be an interesting battle. So Viren is playing against Bombay Rocker, and okay, so it's an ending wherein white is a pawn up. Okay, it is very nice ending, guys. White has is having two pawns, but black has his way to draw this game. Yes, after b4 and exchange, it is a draw. All the beginners, this is an instructive endgame. You have to make sure that from black side, this is a mistake. This was a mistake. King a7 was a mistake, and white did another mistake by playing king b5. He should have played king to a5. King to a5 would have won this game. It was a simple king and pawn endings. Now this is going to be a draw if black doesn't make any mistake. This is a draw. This is how, guys, you have to draw from. This is a, again, king should have played to a6. Okay, now it doesn't matter now because king is behind the pawn and it is going to be a dead draw. But I would just like to show you that position wherein white could have won. Okay, this is going to be a draw. So let us go few moves back. Okay, so after b4, c takes b4. This is very important, guys. A takes b4 and white black played here king a7. Here white should have played king to a5. He should have taken the opposition, and then there was a winning chance for white. Okay, but in the game white played king b5, and this is a drawing move. So this is the turning point of the game, guys. No matter if you are in time pressure or what, so this ended in a draw, but these such positions you have to keep in mind and not to make any mistakes in such endings. Let's go back and try to play a game. I'm waiting for a game to get assigned. So just remember, guys, this is a team battle going on. There are different teams, 10 teams playing today. These are all the teams, and there are many other players. You can see the list of all the players, 36 players playing from these teams. If you want to participate, you can join my team, Khelo Chess India. You will be able to participate in this team event. Even though you don't have your own team, you can join my team and play this team event. F4, interesting. D5, let us play simple chess of developing the pieces, getting the castle, and making your king safe. Abhradeep Banerjee, he is playing from the Kingslayers 23 team. A very nice name, Kingslayers 23. F4, who are not aware, is called as a bird's opening. This is not played recently. I mean, in today's era, this is not played much. Okay, so hmm, Okay, I should play knight g4 here. I should attack the e3 pawn. If bishop takes g7, then knight takes e3. If queen d2, then knight takes f1. If queen e1, even then. Uh, but what if the bishop goes back? I can bring my knight back as well, but this bishop will be a strong bishop. Yeah, queen c1, and now knight takes f1. Bishop takes f1. Am I going to be piece down? Am I going to be piece down? Yep. Yeah, it was a blunder from me. A simple blunder. Okay, let's focus now and try to play our best. Position is still not lost. I have all the pawns on the board as of now. And unless white creates any outpost or any good attack, he won't be able to win easily. I do have rook against the two minor pieces. Let me improve my position. Queen b5 or d4 is expected. So if d4, I have to open up the files. I have to open up the files. Unless I open up the files, this rook is not going to get active. Takes pawn takes and knight e5 is possible. Knight e4. If I play e5, f takes knight e5, queen f1 check, and pawn takes, yeah, e5. Let me put the rook on the f file now. If these pawns get exchanged, I'll put my rook on f3. Let's try to put now. Knight e5 is coming on. I don't want to allow knight e4. This pawn is pinned. So if knight e4 is allowed, then this knight suddenly becomes active from g5 and f6 and d6. Lot of pressure on that, but that poor little knight. So this actually is helping me. I think this d4 push. This bishop is now open, and I can play e4 also. E4, knight e4 is now e4. Knight takes e4. No, rook e1 cannot be played. If knight e4, then I think queen c6, and now knight has to move, right? If I'm not wrong. Oh, is there a fork? Am I missing something here? D3 is possible. Hmm. So what's happening here? If d3, bishop goes back, and I can play bishop f5, d3. I just have to take care of all the forks that are possible now. F2, 3. Just make sure, guys, whenever you are up, do not miss any forks. Do not miss any knight forks, at least. It is very frustrating. I have lost very bad games. I have played carelessly in the winning positions like these and have lost the winning games due to a very bad knight fork. I hate knights when it comes to the endings. Knights are very irritating. If now, yeah, it's a simple ending. Let's go back to the tournament. So, tournament is going good. Let us pause for a moment and check game of Bombay Rocker versus I Am Best. Let's quickly check what happened in the opening. It was a Karokan e4 c6 queen e2, a surprising move again. It's not frequently played a move like queen e2. b6 bishop g5 h6 bishop e3 d4. So both players are having strong this is a reverse Carlsbad pawn structure. If you don't know what is a Carlsbad pawn structure, just Google it out. It is a very good position, very good pawn structure which you can study and implement in your games. Bishop h6. This was again a discovered attack. Yep. So black king is quite exposed now. Let us check if white can exploit that weakness. g3 is vulnerable. Knight g3, queen check, f5, and f7. Knight f1 check was possible here, right? Knight f1 check first. Okay, check, and now black has to play. But here I think knight f1 check should have been played first, and then this is the player black to play position. Knight f1 check, queen f1, and then probably queen e7, and g5. Rook takes g5. Sacrifice on g5. You are interesting. Knight takes f1 check. This is what I'm saying. Go for the rook on f1. Queen g5. And this looks completely good and winning for black now. Just black has to put his rook on g8 and continue his attack. Just exchange should be in favor of black. Black has strong central passers of e and f files. So now rook g8 should be winning. Rook g8 should be winning according to me. Rook g8, rook g3 is not possible because then simple exchange and black wins. So white has to move the bishop. He has to support the bishop. He can't even move the bishop. If he moves the bishop, then queen g1 check is possible. Queen e2, yes. And now I think d4, pawn d4 should be winning. e6 is hanging although. Yep, this should be winning for black now. Just the rook has to move. Pawn takes bishop takes pawn, and even a simple exchange on g2 also is winning for black. Just take queen takes g2 and finish up the game with king and pawns. Okay, so white has resigned now. Let's go back to tournament and try to play a game. My team has slipped down to the 8th position. I have to play a few games now quickly. Okay, and how much time? 36 minutes still remaining for the tournament. 36 minutes still remaining. I'm waiting for a game to get assigned. Meanwhile, just we can check this game on the right hand side. I've got the game. I am the best is from Black Knight's team. Why didn't move? Why didn't move? That's fine. Okay, let's wait for another game to get assigned. Meanwhile, the game which is on right hand side between Chakradev and Alan Walker 007 is an NG6 check possible here. Let's check this game until the next game gets assigned to us. So this is the game which is going on. White seems to have a good attack, but okay, I got a game against Narendra. Okay, let us try to play something different now. Let us try to play c4. c4, knight f3, g6, castles, and now let us play d3, bishop g4, queen b3. Narendra is from the Chess Blasters team. What to do now? Should we play? I want to challenge this bishop. Let me play bishop d2 first. Bishop c3. Let's get this fianchetto bishop out of the game. Now knight c5 is coming. I'm okay with queen c2. e5. Interesting. Let us just try to drive away this bishop first. And now let's go bishop takes. Rook e8. Knight e5. Bishop takes e5. And now I should be attacking. Oh, it's a supreme fork. I missed this fork. Doesn't matter. I can still try to attack in the d file now. Let me put the queen here. Is going to capture the bishop, and now the d file is open for me. I should attack here as much as possible. e4. I want him to play a move like b4 or b5 or something. Right. So d4, pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, rook takes is still possible, right? So let me play rook c1. So what if the d5 break comes now? C takes, E takes, E takes, rook takes, and queen e3, attacking the a7 as well as e5 pawns, right? Yeah. So let's just play queen e3. d5, it's here. It's here. d5 is here. Pawn takes, pawn takes, rook takes. And now what have we got here? Let us activate the rooks. Queen e3. Rook d1 check is there, I know that. Rook check, rook takes, queen check, queen king can go to g2. Let's try attacking the hanging pawns. E4 from black side. There could be some tactics from black side by playing e4. Queen goes to b7. Let's try attacking the pawn twice. Now the b7 is attacked twice. If rook b8, oh, h3 was hanging, and suddenly now there is a mating threat on d1, which is unavoidable, right? Yes. How should I defend in such cases? Difficult situation for me. Now I have to go for some very bad defense here. A bad defense. Somehow I have to play queen b7 and bring this queen back to the g2 square. Time pressure, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. 150 for Narendra. So Narendra is pretty good now in time factor, but this check, this rook d1 move, how should I defend that? Can black defend the b7 pawn first, or should he activate his bishop? Rook b7. Okay, double the rooks. Continue the attack. I have to play rook c7 now. I have to play rook c7 now. Bishop h6, that was expected. That was expected. e3. Just trying to defend us. Oh, did I miss a trick? Yes, I missed a trick. I missed a trick. This is what time pressure does. This is what time pressure does. There was a beautiful trick in between now. I missed it. Time pressure, time pressure. Narendra, you will be in time pressure now. You have to think fast. Quickly, come on. Bishop goes to g5. What is the idea? No idea. Let me try attacking. No draw. Play on. Let me lose. I'm okay to lose. Rook d1. King f1. Defend the pawn. Defend the pawn. Rook was hanging. I missed it. No draw. Draw rejected. Okay, back to tournament now. Let's check. So still 25 minutes remaining. And what is the situation? Champions of chess are leading right now. Indian chess warriors are second. Kingslayer is third and going strong. Okay, I am the best. Yes, sir, you are the best. Now let's play it out. London system. Is it going to be a London system? I think so. Yes. If c3 now. Yep. Let us just go for the queen exchange variation here. A simple way to play against London system. And okay. Just trying to play simple developing moves, nothing else. Knight takes d4 is not possible. Knight b4 is there, but it's not useful. Bishop takes f3 is there. Knight e4 is there. Knight e4, knight takes e4, d takes e4, and then knight takes d4. Let's try some adventure. I know this is not good, but let's try some adventure. I just don't enjoy just playing bishop e7 and castles here. Not to play simple chess, but to play some aggressive and difficult chess here. Oh, now knight d4 is not possible. I was just going to capture the pawn on d4. Okay, this is what happens when you just commentate as well as play at the same time. I was just imagining that queen is still on c1 and I went for that variation with knight takes d4 and just realized before capturing it is not possible because the queen has moved now. So now what should I do? I should put my bishop on f6. I should put my knight on c4 and try to attack the queen side. c3, b3, uh, b3. I should put pressure on c3 pawn then by playing queen c3, c4, b6, c5. Pawn takes is not possible. But let's check. I want to put this knight on c4 square. A good outpost for my knight. It can then come back to d6 if required. Knight c4, queen c8. Now there is a possibility of capturing d4. So if I just bring my knight back, white is going to play g5. I take bishop d4. Okay, let's try to set a trap. Now g5 is expected, guys. G5 is now expected. Can I capture d4? Yes, I think I can capture d4. Yes, the c3 was hanging here. Yep. Now the bishop will sit on b3, b6, sorry. And then I can just try to exchange. This is still going to be an opposite color bishop ending, so it is not going to be an easy win for me. But this bishop will be a strong bishop from b6. It will be dry. It will be attacking this f2 pawn continuously. And now I have to put my rooks in c file. Somewhere this g pawn will be a troublesome for white. I should not move my f pawn because the rooks are strong in the e file. Just put the rook on c5, put the second rook on c8, and now e4 is hanging. So now if I play queen f5 is not possible. Rook c5, rook c4, bishop d3, rook f4. Yeah, rook c4. Bishop d3 is expected now. After bishop d3, let us put the rook on f4 and try attacking the f2 pawn. I am not sure if there is any critical threat. What if rook e5? No, rook e5 is not possible. That rook is tied down now actually on e2. If rook moves, then I capture the pawn on f2. So it's actually a good position for me. Just need to destroy this. Queen is now going to come on d3, and he is trying to mate me here on h7. Hmm. So g6, I have to play g6, but I should not create much weaknesses here. Let me just play rook c1, rook c8, just try to put another rook on this c4 square, g6. Bishop can come to b3 after rook c4. Then, yep, that's an improvement now. But now what can I play? Can I play h5? Pawn takes h5. Yeah, I think now bishop should come in this diagonal. All the squares are weak in this diagonal, right? Now rook g4 is a threat. Rook g4, fg4, queen h2, king f1, and nothing thereafter. So this rook is kind of trapped now. Hmm, interesting. I have to activate this rook via c4. Rook f3. I should keep e6 in mind because now bishop can switch to the e7 square if rook e3 or any such moves are there on the board. d4, c takes d bishop check. Let's play rook c4 first. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Let's support the g6 pawn now first. Rook h7 is still there, but rook h7 is met with rook g4. Rook h7, rook g4, fg4, queen h2. Rook not h7, sorry, rook h2. So now, yeah, bishop b3 was expected. Uh, time pressure, time pressure. Let me play rook c8 and then play rook h8 and attack in the h file now. Yeah, this seems to be effective at least for now. Now the rook should get the entry on the 7th rank. Let us try attacking the f3 pawn first. Should we improve the queen position? Yes. Now f3 is hanging. Rook f3, rook f3, queen f3, queen f3, rook f3. Queen e3, queen e3, queen e3. I am not able to find any. Let us just capture the pawn. Very less time remaining, guys. I should capture with the rook first. Time is almost over. I have to be quick now, very quick. 16 seconds. So I think I have recovered. Yes, back to game, back to tournament. Good win. Let us pause for a moment and check what's going on. So Champions of Chess is currently leading now. Kingslayers are second, 7 star. Online players is second. Third, sorry, Indian Chess Warriors is fourth, and Khelo Chess India is fifth. So let us just check what's happening on the top boards. Samit Patil is leading right now, and he's not playing a game. Alan Walker is playing against Swapnil. Just quickly check what happened in the game. So c4, e6, and c3, d5. It was a Queen's Gambit declined game. c5. This will leave actually black with a weak pawn on d5. Let me just join the tournament and wait for the game to get assigned. Pawn takes, and now knight g4 is one of the threats. b2 was hanging, so e5, knight g4, and now e5 will be gone.